Good evening and welcome to the war, the information war. I'm DLAKE for Prez, reporting for themediaspeaks.com, and tonight, the beginnings of a Holocaust. Whoa, welcome to the war, I said. It's the beginnings of a Holocaust. That's right. Let's take a look at the Drudge Report right now. Yeah, let's do that. Screen share. Here we go. Earlier it was the top link at the very top headline. Right now, as you can see, the headline has been updated to illegals. People flooding the country. Protests outside of White House, I suppose in Washington, D.C. there. No fear of arrest. Interesting link I clicked on earlier, but before that, the headline was JPost says, beginnings of Holocaust. JPost would be the Jerusalem Post. Also in this category, Hamas leader's house hit by missile. Israel escalating Gaza war. No quick end. Foreigner says why Netanyahu should be very, very worried. And Jerusalem Post says, beginnings of a Holocaust. Well, DLAKE, let's take a look at that. You serious? We are looking at the beginnings of a Holocaust on JPost. Danish Ambassador Jesper Var warns MKs against linking anti-Semitism and Gaza operation. Now, MKs are the members or ministers of Knesset. Knesset is the unicameral national legislator of Israel and the legislative branch of the Israeli government. Knesset passes all laws, elects the president and prime minister, although the latter is ceremonially appointed by the president, approves the cabinet, and supervises the work of the government. So basically he's talking to Congress. The situation facing European Jewry, the Jews, is simply intolerable, unacceptable, and inexcusable. Israeli Jewish Congress President Vladimir Sloutsker told MKs and foreign diplomats at a special session of the Knesset Immigration, Absorption, and Diaspora Committee on Monday. Diaspora is Jews living outside Israel, the dispersion of Jews beyond Israel. So people of the Jewish faith outside of Israel, they're real interested in what the Diaspora Committee had to say on Monday, today. Calling the rise in anti-Semitism is hostility or prejudice against Jews. You understand me? Hostility or prejudice against the Jews. Those Jewish people. Thanks for the timely sound effect clicks there, Google. Anyways, hey, I'm your host tonight, DLAKE for Prez. Welcome to the war, reporting for themediaspeaks.com. Everyone, please check out the website at www.themediaspeaks.com. And the D in DLAKE, that stands for David. And when I was just a young boy, my grandpa Ed, good old Grandpa Ed, he was a cook at the YMCA camp. My parents used to put my sister and I on a plane, just send us off for the summer to go stay with Grandpa so they could do all the fun adult stuff they couldn't do when the kids were there. Okay? And my dad was actually adopted, so it's kind of like my adopted grandpa, who was my grandpa ever since I was a little kid. I mean, that's my fucking Grandpa Ed right there. But his third wife, Helen, fucking Helen, that bitch. My grandfather thought he was She was a bitch. Called her out when she took me and my sister and her granddaughter, her real granddaughter, because I was like a step grandkid, some kid just visiting for the damn summer, didn't live there. Anyways, all the girls got presents when we went to Cape Cod. This is on the East Coast, and DLAKE didn't get anything. They got pins and star patches and some other bull crap. Everything's like lobsters and rainbows. I don't know. I didn't get anything. Then my grandfather cursed that bitch out and gave me a sweet baseball glove. Okay? That's why I love gloves. Got that? And but here's the part of the story that Helen, I never called it. I just called Helen, not Grandma Helen or Grandma or Grammy or anything close to Grandma, just Helen. And she said, "Your name is David, so you're a Jew. You're fucking Jewish. You're a dirty Jew." I was like, what? Not Jewish. I don't even really. What do I know about being a Jew? I don't know anything about that. I'm a little kid. Just a little kid. You know, I sort of knew, like, we had neighbors, the Harrisons, that lived in the next cul-de-sac down. So their cul-de-sac was nowhere near as fucking cool as our cul-de-sac. I mean, come on, let's get real about this. In California, so they had lived on Khalifa Court, sort of like Spanish names. She lived down on not Khalifa Court. I don't know what it was called. But they were Jewish, a Jewish family, the Harrisons, and Sandy Harrison was about my age. And when Christmas, what I call Christmas, the Christmas season rolled around, we had a tree. You know, we did all the Christian, or just, you know, American tree present, stars, angels, a lot of garland and ornaments. And her family put out a big Star of David that you could see from the street, because we all kind of had, like, the way that we were laid out, we all kind of had views of the canyon across the street and, you know, land that went down. That's why we had to move out of there, because the pool was going to potentially landslide into the street. No, I don't know. Shoddy construction. No, that pool was awesome. But anyways, that's where I learned about Jewish stuff. And it was like, they had Hanukkah. And, you know, in elementary school, you start to learn, okay, we have Christmas, you have Hanukkah, and you got like a menorah, and you play with a dreidel, and, you know, you light up all the candles. And so that's really cool. That's your thing. You're a Jew, and I'm not. I'm not going to be anti-Semitic about it. I'm not going to call you out. Because, like I said, my friggin' step-grandma Helen, that bitch used to call me a Jew because my name was David. And I don't know. Like I said, I was a little kid. What the hell did I know? But that's pretty much where I'm at on anti-Semitism. But let me get back to the article on the Jerusalem Post. Because, as you know, a bunch of shit is going down in Israel and Gaza. And, you know, I was encouraged by Anthony Court of the Media Speaks to be more on top of this and click more links that are relevant to what's going on over there. And when I see a headline that says beginning of a Holocaust, or beginning of Holocaust, and I title my video The Beginnings of the Holocaust, because I'm going to talk about it. Let's get back to that article on the JPost. Quote from Sloutsker says, "Never before since the Holocaust have we seen such a situation as today," he said, referring to the continent-wide demonstrations by pro-Palestinian activists, a number of which have generated into violence, and many of which have featured racist rhetoric. So now anti-Semitism is also racism. We are potentially looking at the beginning of another Holocaust now. The events, violent demonstrations, and expressions of anti-Semitism will only grow in scale across Europe, he asserted. So similar to America, they're going for a race war or something? I mean, if we have a world war, we're going to need an enemy like World War II with Adolf Hitler. The Holocaust, from Greek, meaning the whole burnt, also known as Shoah, in Hebrew, or the catastrophe, HaShoah. In Yiddish, it's the Churben or Hurban, or from the Hebrew for destruction. Okay, it was a genocide in which approximately 6 million Jews were killed by the German military under the command of Adolf Hitler and its collaborators. Killings took place throughout the German Reich and German-occupied territories. I have important business to take care of. I'm expecting a guest. Now all of a sudden I got all kinds of work to do. I'm supposed to be reporting to you.
Clever, moving through greatness through trial and error, mile of terror, mold them out, let the odor out, human greater, the temper in my spine, human nature, the super grass, challenge blast, sleepy eyes fast, the hashies, masterpiece, bold Cyrus is the virus, the split seconds flash, severe drop, the sneer pop, the falling teardrop, now is it worth your career?
Okay. Citing a recent proposal by Belgian Jewry to establish a position of Special European Commissioner to monitor and combat anti-Semitism and racism, Slausker said such measures would help send a strong message that European leadership is united and committed to combating anti-Semitism, racism, and xenophobia. Yeah, and I went on to the ACLU and the SPLC, and you know, look at American Jewish communities and the diaspora, or the diaspora communities in America. Okay, and then go ask the these guys.
Knesset.
Go ask the Knesset the hell's going on over there. And I mean, I guess it's like America. There really is a racial animus. You know, according to the mainstream media, there really is that. And also, you know, there's anti-Semitism over there. I can't tell if it's working or not. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, I got places to go and people to see, and people are hitting me up on my emails and all that. Very busy guy. But before I go, let me show you some more of the stuff that I had brought up to coincide with this article and talk about the situation in Europe is dire. And most French Jews will remain in France, and European representatives present during the meeting sought to assure the room that their governments are committed to defending local communities. Well, of course they are. I mean, why would they say otherwise? No, we're committed to destroying that shit. We refuse to allow any conflict to be imported into French society, a representative of the French embassy said. The security of the Jewish citizens of France is an utmost priority for us. Our determination will not falter. And I'm sure America will do their part to protect Jews here. I don't know, it seems like they're doing their part financially and with weapons to secure Jews over there as well. So let's go to the maps. This is a map that is the Palestinian loss of land from 1946 to 2000. Okay, green would be Palestine. Okay, less green, 2000. It's 14 years later, and basically we're looking at this little baby part over here, trying to hurdle their 1960s Vietnam rockets over here, and then these motherfuckers with the Iron Dome are like, fuck that shit. Boom, 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 boom. No, you cannot have any water. No, you cannot have any electricity, and that's just how it's gonna fucking be. And look how close Israel is to here's Syria, here's Iraq, here's ISIS, here's your big giant caliphate, here's Kyle's Islamic State in your pants. We're closing in. We're closing fucking in. Oh, we're just surrounded by more bullcrap. Up. Here comes Iran. Dun 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 dun. Here's Saudi Arabia just chilling like a motherfucker. Not really getting too involved. Just trying to stay out of the whole thing. Don't want to get really too close or involved. Yeah. Anyways, I have all the links that I was going to and that I was talking about tonight, including the descriptions, and sound effects, and the Holocaust, and the Israel-Palestine war conflict maps. So you can see what's going on. Let's look at the most recent. Bomb, bomb, kill, bomb, destroy, fuck you up, sanction your ass, sanction an act of war. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah. Oh, there's Egypt. Oh, yeah. Remember when we put the Muslim Brotherhood into Egypt, and then the Egyptian military rose up and took them out last year on July 3rd? I believe General Sisi is still in command there. Huh. And in America, we're talking about, should we impeach? Should we not impeach? Should we maybe? Can Daryl Issa get any goddamn convictions? Oh, I don't know. Oh, Lois Lerner, you lost your email? Oh, so sad. Too bad, so sad. I want to cry. Goodbye. All right, I'm DLAKE for Prez, reporting for the Media Speaks tonight. Like I said, I got to go. Everybody have a great night. Peace out.